I always knew that about Caroline. She has a knack for making a big play when you really need a big play. Um, get a rebound, get a steal, get a basket, make a three. That's who she is. That's part of what she brings to the team. That's uh, really can't can't duplicate that. You know, you got kids that can shoot or they can make plays, but she makes them in big moments. And today, she had a lot of those moments.
From a coaching standpoint, what's it like when you really can't sub and you have guys that have to learn to play through mistakes and there's not really much that you can do about that?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not it's not healthy for anybody. Um, the the biggest thing is not being able to bring um, any point production off the bench, which is always something that I've tried to have, is making sure that we have somebody, that was a scorer that we can put into the game and give us a quick jolt. And right now, in a game like today where you really needed offense, it was tougher than usual. Games like the other day where, the offense was flowing and things are going great. It's not as much of a factor, but days like today, it's huge. It's huge.
Can you just talk about the studying influence that Lou has added to the team? Another real solid performance today. And then secondly, how encouraged were you by the workouts that AZ had, because she looked like she was pretty fluid and stuff going through warm-ups?
Yeah, AZ did. She and Aubrey both had two workouts this weekend, and went really, really well. So I'm really encouraged by, how soon that can translate into actual playing time. And for Lou, it's just, again, she's a mature player. She's a mature individual. So she's steady. She doesn't always give you an amazing game, but she never gives you a bad game either. You're always going to get a good to very good, night from her. And, that's someone that's got a mature approach to the game, and we can we can count on her we can go to her at moments where we really, really have to have a bucket, and not having AZ this whole time, that's really been, um, crucial, at 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 this juncture. I don't know how many games AZ's missed, but we've needed Lou in every one of them.
With Caroline, you said a couple weeks ago you weren't too happy with how she started the season. Are you happier now? And what do you think is left for her to do just to better her anxiety and kind of get back to where she was last year?
Yeah, it's taken Caroline a while. She's still not 100% free and clear. You can tell how many times she's icing on the bench during timeouts. But her effort is there. She's gotten better defensively. She's her mobility's better. And if her mobility's better, that means she can get to the basket more often, get open, and she really does. You saw she she doesn't need much time, to catch and shoot. So, again, we're playing through a lot of things that are only going to get better. They're not going to get worse. Well, they're not going to get worse. As you're watching Dorka laying on the floor over there.
Marquette's leading scorer, Jordan King, sat out for most of the second quarter because of foul troubles. How do you think her getting into foul trouble early helped you today?
Well, anytime that your leading scorer and somebody who you depend on, can't be in the game, that's a huge negative for them, and it's a great plus for us. And that's probably the best way to defend a really good player, right? Get him in foul trouble, because she's not an easy player to play against. And when she was in the game, I thought Nika did a terrific job defending her. So, you go in with a game plan all the time, and obviously trying to limit her production was a big part of that.
You said turnovers are individual and kind of just mental of players wanting to do too much. Is there a fix for that at all, or is that just kind of helping them get through that?
I don't know. There's got to be a fix for it. I just don't know what it is, because I've never had to fix it. So, there's been times in the past where we've had, crazy games, early in the season, but not at this point where we're still making some of the, decisions that we're making with the ball. It's just, and it goes over into shot selection as well. You take a bad shot, an ill-advised shot at the wrong time, that might as well be a turnover. So it may look like we have 15 or 17 on a given night. Could be 25 if you add in all the, poor decisions that you make. So it's all about decision making, and it's an ongoing thing, especially with our team where I don't like to do it, but you have to limit what you do and make sure that you don't pass it a lot. That's one way to not turn the ball over. Don't pass it. Just come down, go pass, shoot it. That's usually the fix that we have. Because there's a danger to the other side if you're not careful, is, hey, we got to take care of the ball better. We've got to make better decisions with the ball. Can't take poor chances. If you don't have a really, really experienced team, they're going to respond by going the other way and being really conservative and really passive and not trying to make any plays. So I don't know what the right thing to do is, but hopefully, hey, it's better than 28, right?
Geno, you got the two games in 3 days with basically like travel partners in Butler and Xavier, and just bust down to Xavier from Indianapolis. Would you like to see that more on your schedule? I know it's not there this year, obviously, but maybe in the future, maybe like when you played DePaul, you play Marquette. When you play Georgetown, you play Villanova. I know Creighton doesn't have a travel partner, but
Right.
Certainly, like Butler and Xavier. Would you like to see that more often, and that maybe puts more space between games?
Well, ideally, that's something that you would love to see. Unfortunately, with an odd number of teams in the league, it doesn't lend itself to always being able to work that travel partner out. And then a lot of times, if you're not careful, travel partners end up being Friday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, in some leagues. But that means Friday, Sunday. That means your kids never have a weekend off the entire season. They never have a day during the weekend off the entire season. So everything comes with a plus and minus. Whenever it's possible, like this week it is, especially when there's no school, you know, makes all the sense in the world. So I don't, you know, today's Saturday, right? I think Butler plays at Seton Hall either today or tomorrow. I mean, they could just as easily come up here as us going out there. So, but then that one trip takes care of 2 games. So, ideal partners, yeah, even number of teams, Friday, Sunday, everybody knows who they're playing, works out perfectly. And you'd be surprised. I bet you half the coaches are against it, and half are for it whenever we vote. And then TV gets in the way. You know, Fox wants our game this day, not that day. You know, our guys play at 12, we play at 2. Our guys play Saturday, we're going to play Sunday. You know? No, we don't. We don't. We don't have 2 home games in a row. Never seen that before. Never. Probably my fault. I wasn't paying attention, but there's a lot of factors that go into that. You know, again, a lot of teams can't handle 2 games at home. Fortunately, we can. You know, we can handle a game at the XL and a game here. We can handle 2 games here. You know, one at noon and one at 5, whatever the case may be. But not every school is equipped to do that. Then you get TV, like I said. Why are we playing this day? Fox or ESPN or whatever the case may be. Why are we playing at this hour? Fox, ESPN, NBC Sports, CBS, whatever. Whoever it is has a slot that they want you in, and that affects everything. You know, it's a domino effect. It's better than the alternative, right? We go back to listening on transistor radios.
Geno, with Aubrey and AZ, is Aubrey going to be ready first or quicker, or are they both really close and just need a couple contact practices?
Yeah, they both need practices, but, you know, in Aubrey's case, it's just, you know, getting through the mandatory days, and today was her last day. So, you know, my guess is based on what happens the next couple of days, she should be able to go on Tuesday. Whether AZ is or not, keep our fingers crossed. Happy New Year, everybody.